What do you get when you combine time management, spiritual growth, and a cozy island vibe? Well, you get Sainthood. It's a cozy strategy game about serving your community and growing your faith. The game invites you to learn more about Christianity, whether you are religious or not. You're invited to explore a miniature world and help the islanders by constructing buildings, delivering resources, and volunteering to see if you can rise to become a saint at the end of the game. But ultimately, is it a cozy game? Well, that's what we're going to evaluate today. We'll be using our cozy criteria to evaluate Sainthood on 5 different cozy elements: sense of agency or control, meaningful progression, atmosphere, player connection, and replayability. So we can place Sainthood on our cozy tier list, where at the end of the year we can see which games reign supreme cozy champions. So let's get started. Sense of agency is all about putting the gameplay experience in the player's hands. Sainthood, I think, does really well with this and scores 2 out of 2 for this section, and here's why. At the heart of Sainthood lies a profound sense of agency as it empowers players to shape their journey through deliberate and impactful choices. As a nun on a mysterious island, you're entrusted with the well-being of the community, and your daily decisions significantly influence both your personal growth and the happiness of the islanders. The game offers a diverse range of activities, from constructing and upgrading buildings to delivering essential resources and volunteering at local establishments, like the hospital, the school, or the orphanage. Each task you undertake yields charity points or faith points, requiring you to thoughtfully balance your time and efforts to achieve your goals. The sense of agency comes from the balance between your personal spirituality and your volunteering or communal service. The freedom to choose how you allocate your time and resources fosters a personalised experience, as it challenges you a little bit to think more creatively about how you're going to become a saint at the end of the game. Sainthood for me earns a full 2 out of 2 for sense of agency. Next up is meaningful progression. So progression in cozy games should feel rewarding. It should offer you a sense of accomplishment and growth without feeling like a grind. Sainthood scores a 1 out of 2 on this category, and here's why. Sainthood does have meaningful goals. The way progression is structured, however, can feel slow and at times unbalanced. The game operates on a dual progression system: faith points and charity points. These resources allow you to unlock the upgrades, build new structures, and progress in the game's narrative. However, the pacing of the system can be a little bit frustrating. Faith points is relatively easy to accumulate through prayer and spiritual activities, but for me it was the charity points that I really struggled with, which feels disproportionately difficult to obtain. Another issue is that the progression feels a bit more like maintenance rather than general growth. While you can upgrade buildings, they don't drastically change the gameplay necessarily, meaning that players may feel like they're stagnating rather than advancing, especially towards the end. Also, it can take a while to upgrade the island's facilities, making progression feel a bit more of a grind than a rewarding journey. For that reason, Sainthood earns a 1 out of 2 for meaningful progression, as it does offer some sense of growth, but lacks the rewarding pacing that would make progression feel truly satisfying. A good atmosphere and a cozy game will really help immerse you and connect you to the experience. And I think Sainthood really excels at this, so scores a 2 out of 2 for atmosphere. And here's why. The atmosphere is a cornerstone of Sainthood, as it immerses players in a serene and contemplative environment that enhances the overall gaming experience. The game's aesthetic and audio are crafted to create a world that is both immersive and soothing, but also promotes you to stop and reflect. The island's setting is presented through a charming grid-based design that reflects seasonal changes and transitions between day and night. This dynamic environment invites players to immerse themselves fully in the rhythm of island life. The gentle, tranquil ambience of the look of the game really encourages relaxation, coziness, and reflection at the same time. The music in this game really accompanies your journey towards sainthood, with melodies that adapt to various in-game activities, times of day, which really enhance the immersive quality of this game. So for me, Sainthood scores a 2 out of 2 for its atmosphere because of the visual appeal of the game in the way that it looks and the way that it feels and plays, but also the soothing music that really helps you feel immersed in the world that you're in. Hey there, just a quick pause to say that if you're enjoying the chill vibes and discovering new and diverse cozy games, subscribe to the channel. It really helps to ensure this channel grows and I can do more of the content that you love. Plus, if you hit the notification bell, you'll always be notified when I upload so you don't miss out. You can now give this slothy a coffee, and trust me, I need the energy. And it really helps to ensure that this channel can keep going. It's not mandatory, my content is free on YouTube for you all. But if you want to support the channel, the link is down in the description below. Thank you so much for being here, I appreciate you. So player connection is also about immersion. It's about helping you connect with the game, its characters and its world. Sainthood scores a 2 out of 2 for this one as well, because I feel that player connection in Sainthood is cultivated through immersive storytelling. It allows players to form deep bonds with the game's world and its inhabitants. Each of the characters offer insights into your purpose and the island's history. These interactions are rich with narrative depth, providing context and an emotional connection with your actions and the people around you. The storytelling in Sainthood is interesting. It's more of a subtle narrative, which focuses on the emotional side of your actions, and how you can help people around you with their difficulties, and how your improvements also make their lives better. The introspective nature of the game will connect you on an emotional level, as it invites players to reflect on themselves, and themes of selflessness, service, spirituality, compassion, community, making it feel more philosophical in nature and philosophically rewarding, I guess, this game. Sainthood earns a 2 out of 2 for player connection as it offers meaningful themes and emotional engagement. Finally, we have replayability. So replayability is what keeps a cozy game engaging beyond its first playthrough. It's that binge-worthy feeling, something that you know you're going to keep coming back to find further comfort in. Unfortunately, Sainthood struggles in this department and I scored it a 0 out of 2, and here's why. Once you've played through a single run, there's very little incentive to return for another. So each run will feel identical. The core gameplay loop remains unchanged. Regardless of what choices you make, you will always be tasked with balancing faith points and charity points, engage in the same repetitive tasks, and work towards the same upgrades. There's no meaningful variation in playstyle, no randomised events, no major consequences that will encourage different strategies in subsequent runs. You can have games that are highly replayable but don't differ in terms of the story, and in theory they can still be cozy. There are many games that are narratively the same each playthrough, but you still want to play them. Sainthood just isn't one of those games because of its slow pacing, its grind-heavy mechanics, as replaying the game will likely feel like repeating chores, especially as it's quite difficult to get a good ending by balancing your faith points and your charity points. I could see multiple playthroughs just feeling a bit frustrating, which does contradict the feeling of comfort and engagement that you'd want out of a cozy game that you can replay. So for me, because of its lack of variation and its incentive for multiple playthroughs and its grind-heavy mechanics, Sainthood unfortunately earns a 0 out of 2 for replayability because I just can't see how it would be rewarding to replay the game. So there you have it. Sainthood has a final cozy score of 7 out of 10, putting it in our almost cozy category. Sainthood offers a unique and reflective cozy experience, but it doesn't quite achieve its full potential in terms of progression and replayability. It shines in sense of agency, giving players control over their daily tasks and how they engage with the community. The atmosphere is immersive with beautiful visuals, calming music, and well-crafted setting that promotes relaxation and reflection. However, progression feels slow and sometimes frustrating, limiting its replayability, making it hard to recommend for players looking for a game with long-term engagement. But if you enjoy a slow, reflective game with a focus on routine and community building that will deeply connect you and challenge you to maybe think about yourself and the world around you, Sainthood might still be worth trying. Anywho, thank you so much for watching today. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts down below on my score for Sainthood. Do you agree? Do you think differently? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Anyway, I hope you have a great relaxing rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.